Well, I haven't fucked much with the past, but I fucked plenty with the future. Over the skin of silk are scars from the splinters of stations and walls I've caressed. Stages like each bolt of wood, like a log of Helen. It's my pleasure. I would measure the success of a night by the amount of piss and seed I could exude all over the columns that nestled the PA. Some nights I'd surprise everybody by skipping off with a skirt of green, not sewed over with flat metallic circles which dashed and flashed. The nights were violet and they were white. I had an ornamental veil, I couldn't bear to use it. With when my hair was cropped, I paid covering. But now that my hair itself is a veil and a scalp, inside is a scalp of a crazy and sleepy Comanche lies beneath this netting of skin. I wake up, I am lying peacefully. I'm lying peacefully and my knees are open to the sun. I desire him. He's just absolutely ready to seize me. In heart, I am Muslim. In heart, I am an American. And in heart, I'm a Muslim. In heart, I'm an American artist. And I have no guilt. I seek pleasure. I seek nerves under your skin. The narrow archway, the layers, the scroll of ancient lettuce. We worship the flaw, the belly, the mole in the belly of an exquisite whore. You spare the child and spoil the rod. I have not sold myself to God.
I woke up that morning, finding it a little more than a bit unfortunate that I was still breathing. Dreams of her haunted me every single night, unable to leave me be. It had been 9 months since we had broken up, but I still loved her. 9 months later, and I still loved her. I always will. We broke up under unusual circumstances. Maybe she'll take me back as soon as she breaks up with the new guy. If only I hadn't gotten bored and just appreciated what we had. Regardless, the pain never goes away. I cry all the time, feeling more alone than I ever have in my life. Why did things have to end that way? It's been 9 long months, and I'm still not over her. I decided that morning that if I'm not over her by the time I graduate in a few weeks, I'll kill myself.
Fine.
Where do I even start with all this? I guess the beginning, right?
Значит, да. Quack, 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 quack.
Okay, that's too far back. My name is Johnny Kamina, and I graduate and turn 18 in a month. Within the month, my childhood is completely over, and the next chapter of my life begins.
Listen up and I'll tell a story
God, time moves by so fucking quick.
about an artist growing old. Some would try for fame and glory.
Still remember a time when I wasn't potty trained, but that's just because it took me like 4 years to master that. I was born and raised near Las Vegas, a strange place to grow up since there's essentially nothing you can do till you're 21. It's sort of a weird apocalyptic cacophony where everyone's drunk and horny, throwing away wads of money to try and make it big in a world that doesn't care about them. As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to make movies. I used to throw around action figures in front of my father and pretend like it was a giant battle scene for the newest movie I was working on. At age 8, I was blessed with a copy of Leonard Maltin's movie guide and started memorizing films, highlighting all the R-rated ones I couldn't wait to watch one day. Around the 7th grade, I started making short films with friends, usually involving my best friend, Charlie Blue. We go way back, and he's probably the most important person to me. I don't see much of him these days, but that's because he's expecting a child and getting ready for the second coming of Christ. More on that in a second.
Someone says behind his back.
In the 8th grade, I got the genius idea of actually making a full-length feature movie called Teenagers. It was a 3-hour-long drug crime epic about a nerd who becomes the biggest drug dealer in the state. Realizing that making that movie would require the same budget as a modest mansion, the project went through multiple versions before it became the version you're watching right now.
But is it really so wrong?
I officially started working on this version in the beginning of junior year. Thanks to Charlie and Jet, I finished a version of the outline that I felt proud of. I held a meeting in my English class and a whole bunch of kids came out to support me, and seeing all these people support my dreams was mind-boggling. We shot a week's worth of footage after that, and then I became stressed with the overwhelming amount of things going on at the same time. I put the movie on pause, tried making a short in the meanwhile, which was essentially stolen from me, and then boom, quarantine. Months pass and I have no idea what to do with this movie. I wasn't able to leave my house for months. I kept promising false release dates, but the movie never came. I became the laughingstock of my friends, and deservedly so. Like Icarus, I flew too close to the sun. Alas, the fallout from my breakup was so upsetting that finishing the movie became an escape. I'm happy to show you this film in all its glory, and the version that I'm proud of. This is my fucking film. What did you spend the last 4 years of your life doing, huh? What I aim to do with this version is 2 things. 1, document this time period of my life as a time capsule. And 2, give kids like me a platform to talk about things. I interviewed over 30 friends asking for stories and things they'd like others to know about. You hear it all in this, and it was eye-opening to say the least. So yeah, welcome to Teenagers, the ultimate anti-movie. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Charlie's expecting a kid in like a week, and he doesn't know I'm the reason why he's having it.
Johnny, what do you mean that you're fucking responsible for Charlie's kid?
Hold on. So I can explain it. So what happened was, it was right after I'd broken up with fucking Voldemort, and I went over to his house, and because I needed some comfort, right? Because I was hella fucking sad. And I pull up to his door, he hugs me and shit, and then we go inside, and he's like, okay, I'm just gonna hop in the shower for a second. I'll be right back. So I said, okay, I'm laying on his bed. And then boom, he has a phone notification. What is that? I look at the phone. It's fucking Voldemort. I look at the text notification and it says, thank you so much for helping me out, Charlie. Going through a tough time right now and I really needed to see that. So when I saw that fucking shit.
What the fuck is he doing?
Well, no, exactly. I didn't know what the hell was going on and I didn't want to wait for him to get out of the shower. So I went over to his little fucking drawer and I pulled some condoms out and I just started puncturing those bitches.
Why the fuck would you do that? You just made the bad situation way fucking worse.
At the time,
Bro,
man,
it's literally just
I
you
know.
and this bitch. You keep it at that. Now it's way more. We don't even know what have you done?
I know. That's why I gotta tell him. I wanted to, cause the kid comes next week, bro, and it's like I gotta tell him.
What?
Yeah, no, fuck.
You've been keeping it for this long. You've been keeping this fucking secret.
Well, yeah, cause I know, bro. I know it's fucked up, but I got this. I got it figured out. Don't fret. Fret not,
Bro, that's a lot of fret about.
My plan is to tell Charlie in a few days after I'm done editing the movie. I don't want to stress about, I got finals coming up and everything. And now is like not the time to worry about this. Mm-hmm. So even though I caused his child, probably, I got more important things to deal with right now, unfortunately. So I'll tell him in a few days. I haven't talked to him in a few months, so nothing out of the ordinary. So yeah, gotta finish these interviews.
Okay, so I basically live a life with no rules. My parents don't really care. I'm allowed to go out whenever I want, whenever I please. I'm allowed to roam the streets. I don't have a curfew. I don't go to school. All my friends are like the ghetto kids that your parents tell you to warn. Like, you don't want your kids hanging out with them. That's what many of my friends are. I can tell a story about a tweaker.
Go for it.
One time I was sitting on the porch with a friend and I was smoking a cig, and this woman comes up and asks me if I've seen her husband. I've never seen this woman in my life. She's riding a bike. She's missing a little bit of hair. I should have been concerned. She asks me again, like, have you seen him? I was like, no, I've never even heard of him. She told me to get on Facebook and look him up, but I didn't want to do that. I wasn't interested enough. Then she starts telling me a story about how her husband and her daughter did heroin together, and that's how her daughter overdosed, and then he's just missing. And I was like, she's like, can I please call him? And I was like, sure. We hand her the phone. We don't hear it ring, and she's like, he didn't pick up. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, is there anything I can do? She's like, do you have a cig? And I was like, no, I do not have a cigarette for you. She then walks off on her bike, almost falls off, and when we look at the phone to see what number she dialed, it was 99. That was it.
What?
So, moral of the story, don't do heroin.
Wow. Such an inspiration.
I know.
Shit. Wow.
You remember the street Colorado that we walked down?
Yeah.
You remember that big brown fence? Maybe not.
Yeah, I do.
But,
the one that like stood out to me.
I told you this story over the phone, but I was walking there on my way to Morel, the skate park, and this man who's drunk as fuck starts pissing in a dog's mouth. I didn't add that part, but he was peeing in a dog's mouth. I walked past him because, I thought he would see me. So I walk around him and he's like, oh, sorry, ma'am, sorry you had to see that. And I was like, it's okay. And I was like, have a good day. And he's like, yes, I will be having a good day. And I just stormed off. He was behind me, slowly walking, and I just started running. I ran to Jack in the Box, got myself a shake because of the trauma I experienced.
Wow. What a way to start your day. Yes, I'm going to have a good day after pissing in a dog's mouth.
He probably wanted an audience. That was his goal.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Another story.
That's too good.
Oh. Another story about acid. Okay, I was on acid and all my friends were. We were chilling at my house. And my friend Hannah has crazy stepmom and her dad's on meth, so she comes inside her house without knocking, just runs in, grabs her, was like, we need to go. And so she goes in her car with her mom, her stepmom and dad, and my friends go out and sit on the porch to watch and see what happens. They start driving off. You see this car go to a stop, and they thought they saw someone punch, like, they thought it was my friend Hannah punching her dad and then dipping, but it turned out to be the stepmom. The stepmom socked the fuck out of my friend's dad and booked it down Water Street on heroin.
Like, what do I even say to that? Jesus Christ.
Dance, bro, come on. Eric, do some dancing there.
Is it filming?
Yes.
Okay. Eric Watson, baby. 5 marathons. I have made a flag in the honor of my late mother, Kristen Watson. You know, I'm really happy with what it is. I really want to share the flag soon. I have it ready. I really love you, Mom. I'm glad, Mom, I tell you that I've made it to adulthood. I miss you, and I love you.
Tell me more about your mom.
You were a good woman. You were bright. You loved your sons with a good heart. We will miss you. Kristen Watson. It is me, Eric and Ryan. Long live Kristen Watson.
Alright, tell me about your marathon.
My marathons have been solo independent experiences. They help us, they get me out of the house like 8 to 9 hours. Their distances are 26.49, 27.22, 30.09, 31.32, and 32.08 miles respectively. I've been out for over a day because of these 5 exercises. It's really made 2021 a bright year for me. Thank you. Long live Kristen Watson.
Leaves scattered upon the autumn floor. Echoes from the previous years. What are leaves? Asks my daughters. I each give a different answer. To Cindy, souls of people who miss you. To Sarah, old-fashioned folks wishing to fly among the skies. To Steph, the principal lateral appendage of the vascular plant stem, usually born above ground and specialized for photosynthesis. Sarah became president. Cindy became a lawyer. Steph died at the age of 17 dealing cocaine on 3 months straight, not having enough food for that week.
Well, beginning of high school, I was really confused about myself because I never really had a lot of close friends growing up. In the sense, I always had those friendships where it would last for like a couple months and then you'd have a break and they just wouldn't talk to you anymore. Like, I just didn't feel like I had that group that's always emphasized in like the sitcoms you watch as a kid, like, you know, where they have those best friends and they're like with each other constantly. And I never had that experience, so I felt really confused about myself. And I mean, I felt more so confused, insecure, and just like I didn't know who I was, I didn't know what I wanted to be, I didn't know what I would do if people would like me. I was just so worried about people pleasing and not pleasing myself, as dumb as that sounds. But I was really confused. I mean, like my freshman year, I was like, I look like other girls, guys don't talk to me like they do other girls, like maybe I'm a guy. Like, as stupid as that is, I was so insecure in myself, I just questioned every part of my identity and not really considering the fact that maybe people are just assholes and there's not really anything inherently wrong with me. It's just kind of how teenagers are, because everyone's fucking confused all the time. I would like to say that I had a positive experience with high school, but as much as I want to say that, I really don't think I can say that. I mean, most of it, I was just depressed. I mean, I was just wondering why I was here. I was having to go to the hospital for issues with anxiety, and then just getting fucking bullied on top of it. And then even being busy in extracurriculars and stuff, I didn't really have a social life. And I just felt very lost. And it sucks because a lot of people go through it, but you don't want to talk about it with anyone because of fear of judgment, or just you don't know how to explain how you're feeling. And teenage years are so heavily romanticized in media. I mean, literally we all fucking grew up with Disney Channel, like, you know, like Shake It Up, Hannah Montana, and it's nothing like that. Like, they're always smiling, they've got great relationships with their teachers, you know, they're on the go, they're doing great stuff, and it's like, half the people in high school, they're having the worst fucking time of their lives. I mean, they have stuff going on that just weighs every other part of themselves down. I mean, there's no way to know what's going on with other people just by looking at them. And I know that's a cliche thing to say, but that's something I always want people to at least remember when they're talking to others, especially in high school. Because, I mean, I'm guilty of it too, of making those really rash judgments on someone just based on their appearance or the way they act or talk, and then I coincide with myself and it's like, that was probably a shitty thing to do. Because, I mean, I know the stuff I have going on, and I'm scared of being judged, and I'm always on my own ass about how I talk to people, and I mean, I got a lot of cool experiences traveling, and I loved learning and stuff with high school, but dear God, the social aspect of it made me want to kill myself. No one told you really what to do. You had no idea what to do yourself. I just felt like I was in this weird purgatory have been in purgatory for 4 years of my life. I'm just hoping I don't feel this way forever, because I still feel this sense of, like, I'm getting closer to who I really am, but I feel like at the same time, I'm still not there. I mean, I'm so worried about just ending up alone and shit like that, when I know that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but it's such a weird worry for me to just be completely forgotten about and irrelevant to anyone. Because, I mean, if I'm already irrelevant to myself, how can I expect it out of others? I just wish people really gave a brutal foreshadowing into how teenage years can be for people. Because, you know, some people say, oh, it fucking sucks, and talk about puberty and all that, but they really don't prepare you for just the mental load that it takes to even really be there. Because, I mean, half the time, the adults treat you like children, but then they expect you to take up these adult responsibilities. So you just have no place of belonging, really. At least that's my experience. I don't know, I'm looking up, I guess I'm reminiscing. But I just hope it's easier for other people. I hope other people don't have to experience the things I put myself through and that others put me through. Because so much of it, I feel like I had to grow up too fast. And I really feel like I didn't get a time to just be a careless person, like a careless young adult or anything like that. And I can only hope that anyone else I love can have the experiences I didn't have, whether it's my kids or not, just anyone I care about, can just be warned of the things that can happen, and that feeling these issues with mental illness are totally normal. I mean, they're more normal than not nowadays. I'm almost shocked when I run across someone who isn't depressed, you know? Yeah, I hope it isn't always like this. For me, for anyone else. Yeah.
Take your hand off your leg and hold to the ghost of my body, and know that goodbyes make bad stories. You can text me when something matters to get.
Okay, the main star is this woman named Sabrina. I call her some other name, but it's kind of rude, and I'm not gonna say that. So let's start with the beginning of the story. When I was in Julian, California, for 4 months, my dad came and finally picked me up. That was in July, with this woman named Sabrina that he saved from like an abusive household. Okay, so she moves in with us and everything's fine. And then, like a month later, I started figuring out that she was peeing the bed, and I thought that was weird. And then as time moves on, she starts peeing more and more to the point where she's moved to the couch. As months progress, she's staying on the couch, peeing herself on the couch, sometimes getting up. She drinks all the time, every second. And one time my dad took away her alcohol, and she seized to Lady and the Tramp. And it was 2 minutes long, and we had to call the ambulance, and she stayed in the hospital for, I think, like 3 or 4 days before she was Ubered back to us because they didn't want her. And then she came back again. So she got worse, she didn't get better, and she was drinking herself to death. And then, like a couple weeks ago, she got really bad. Her eyes started turning yellow. She's basically like full out dying. She's puking her guts out, peeing herself more and more. And my dad's ex-girlfriend came and convinced her to go to the hospital, and now she's been in the hospital. It's been like a week now, a little over, and she hasn't been back, so...
Hey. You recording? Dude, I got off of work. Today was my first day. My job is to process returns for Amazon, and someone returned these today. So I had to pick these up with my hands. I had gloves, but still, I had to pick these up with my hands. I had to put them in a plastic bag, and I put a sticker on that bag, and I processed it. But yeah, today was a good day. Made like 100. How much did I make? We're about to go get coffee. Oh yeah. And then we're going to the strip.
Long day of filming today and interviews, so.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah.
Time for some coffee.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, if you drive like this, like with one arm on the steering wheel, you get more pussy. Girls love this shit. And then when you turn like this, do you know what I mean? Girls are like, that shit's so hot. I don't know why. So any of my lady friends watching this, or any beautiful women out here trying to tell me why this is hot. If you think this is hot, all this right now going on, bro, hit me up. That's all I'm gonna say, dog. I can drive like this. We're in here. Who's trying to get fingered like that, bro? I know what I'm doing. And
Get out of the fucking car.
No, if you got a dick, bro, I'll just... I'm so lonely, bro. I'm so lonely. We're at Gabby now. I'm texting a girl. but I can't say that.
Why?
Or I can't say the name, my bad. 'Cause
Oh,
what if
you
she
don't
sees
have
it?
to.
Yeah, what if she sees it,
I'm
bro?
not telling you to say the name.
Stop playing. I thought you had a man. Bro, this girl has dated the same guy for like 2 years. And they're so on and off. And like, she's texted me before, bro. And I'm like, are you single yet? Like the moment of time that she'll be single for is like a day. Like you have to give her dick like that moment, and then she'll probably go to you. But like if like her boyfriend's a simp or something, I guess he'll like come back and be like, I miss you. I got some walkie slush just for me, dude. Oh yes. Update. Girl said she does not have boyfriend anymore. So I don't know. I might make a move, bro. I like my coffee like I like my men. Black. So how are you handling the breakup?
Well, I mean, it's been like 9 months. You know, I'm trying to move on and shit, but like, it's just been difficult. There's still like songs I can't listen to. There's this one song called Dream Baby Dream that was like our song or whatever. And whenever we would like text each other good night or whatever, we would always put that as like the signing off thing. So it's like difficult to listen to that shit still. But I'm hoping that like one day I can listen to it.
It'll be soon, bro.
It'll be soon. But like making the movie has been getting my mind off things. It's like really helped a lot.
Yeah. So, is it almost done?
We're almost there, yeah.
Yummy fucking cake. He's trying to taunt me with the cake. Like I want some. But I don't.
You do.
I don't.
You really do.
I'm fine, bro. I'm on a diet. I'm trying to look good on the camera, bro. I'm trying to have the fuck up. The jawline, bro. Nah, fuck your cake, bro. I don't want it.
Bitch.
Nah, we gotta go, bro. Yep. We made it.
There's nothing to do when you live in Vegas. You're not an
Yeah,
adult.
I fucking hate when people are like, because all those bitches do stay inside and be a thought. And like, look at this. Look at this. Tourist attraction. We live in a tourist attraction. And you want to say there's nothing to do here. Huh? What? Yeah, record a video. Let's have everyone know we're at Vegas, dude. Yeah, Vegas. Woo! Yeah, dude. Take a picture of me, dude. Vegas. Yeah. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I hate tourists, bro. Every car on the strip has a license plate that says California on it. Why is that? Get the fuck out of Vegas. Please. Please. Get out. Get out. Bro, I have something to say. What if we just started grunting at tourists? As like you walk by them, you're just like just fuck.
I think you should start doing that.
I think I should get a Tesla because you can change the noise, the honk, like the fucking, you know what I mean? When you honk your horn, you can change the sound it makes. So I'd make it grunt at people. No, dude, I'm fucking angry for both. Imagine having like vertigo and going to the fucking strip. Like, you would die. I'm just thinking about it. If you had like no sense of direction, you would get so lost.
Is that like us right now?
No. Well, because I was following you, and then you got fake high, and you're like, bro, I don't know where I'm going. And then we got lost. And now we're here.
It's difficult times.
Dude, A-cab, dude.
Stop.
Oh, did you get them? Did you get them, dude?
Yeah.
A-cab, dude.
Stop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm so hard. Yo. I'm so cool. All the pink hair girls are gonna like me because I said A-cab now. Score, bro. Isn't it funny how people are like, it's always Republicans too, they're always like, fuck pronouns, I have none.
Okay, they them.
If you said that to a fucking Republican, they would scream at you. What the fuck did you just call me? Can we get a fit check? How much is your outfit? Oh my god, the fucking limited edition Yeezy fucking Yeezys with the Balmain jeans and the fucking St. Laurent shirt, dude. $2,000 fit. Oh wow.
No,
Oh,
the ice
boy.
alone is 2,000.
Oh yeah?
Make it 5 altogether.
2,000 plus 2,000's 5,000?
No.
That's what you just said.
No, you missed 1,000.
What, on the boxers or something? On the socks?
Yeah. 500
Wow.
each.
500 each?
So,
Bro,
I'm not wearing underwear.
if the socks smell, would they go up in value?
Absolutely.
After the movie or before the movie? Just both. They just go up more.
Nah, dude, I don't take them off ever. When I take a shower.
You've been using the
when I
same
go to
socks
sleep.
every day?
Yeah, for like the last
Ew.
year.
In the shower?
Yeah.
Nasty bitch. The white boys are going crazy, dude. Yo. Yeah, dude.
I've been scared of this ever since I was a kid.
You're literally 18.
I don't like the fire like that. It's scary.
I felt it a little bit.
Yeah.
You can feel the heat.
So, my name's McKenna, and I've been sexually assaulted 3 times, 4, I don't know, raped 2 times, and within the span of 6 years old, 13-year-old, 12 years old, and yeah, pretty much that. And I just wanted to talk about the importance of being a woman, not even just being a woman, being a human in this patriarchal society. So, first thing, I wanted to, if you've already been the things that I've said, I just kind of want to say that you should not be afraid to share your story. And I understand because, man, I didn't want anybody to know about it. I kept everything to myself. I was 6 years old. I didn't even know what was happening, and I just didn't want to share it. And this is the first time I've actually talked about it. Well, I've talked about it to a couple of people, but to a huge crowd. This is the first time. And I just think it's really important to sit down and just talk about it. But first, before you talk about it, before you go over it, I feel like there has to be some steps before you can do anything with it. So first thing that you need to do is you need to get your story straight. And not just because people won't believe you or anything like that, but you need to get the story straight for you mentally. Because I blame myself for 3 years that it was my fault. I led him on. I made him do that. I was wearing something bad and I could not accept it. But you need to get your story straight. And you need to just make it known. All the facts, not what I was wearing, not what time of the day it was, what drug I was on, all those need to go away. Just get the stories of what happened. And maybe you'll feel better before, but just get your story straight. And before you go to the police, before you tell anybody, because if you go to the police, or you go to court, or you go to tell your mom, the first questions they're going to ask you, especially our wonderful policemen, they're going to ask you, what were you wearing? What drugs were you on? What time was it? What did you do wrong to make that happen? why should those be the questions that are needed? So I feel like one of the biggest mistakes I ever made was not that I told somebody, but I told somebody about when I was at my brother's house and something happened, and I told somebody about that. And they went and they told the school counselors. The thing I wish I would have done was get my story straight, and they just asked me, like, what happened? And if that happens to you, if a school counselor, of course you can always say, I do not wish to talk unless there's a lawyer or parent present. But if that happens, I was just like, I was crying because it's like, why am I being forced into this situation where I have to talk about my story, even I don't even have a story, and this is 2 days after. You need to take that time to just collect yourself, and it's so hard to just be 12, 13, 13, and just collect your story and, like, just deal with it. You know what I mean? Just deal with it. Don't just deal with it. Get it together. And then when I went to go tell the police about it, because once the school finds out, the police got to find out. So when I went to go tell the police about it, same questions. What were you wearing? What time was it? What was this? What did you do wrong? I was just 13. Like, I don't know. I was at a sleepover. And yeah. And I just wanted to be with my brother and his friend. And oopsie. 1, get your story straight. 2, give yourself some space. Give yourself some time. 3, talk about it. Be open about it. Let that shit be known. 4, take them classes and get your shit together and go kick some bitches in the balls if they try to do it again. That's it. That's what I want to talk about.
The end.
The end.
Sing right this way to the Museum of Love. Right away, you gotta see 'em. It's love, love, love. This is right here where he stood when he wrote those sacred words, and he made a holy vow. And
Well, I lost my girlfriend earlier this year. We were fine. We started off fine. Everything was the typical honeymoon, all that little I love you back type shit. But then, you know, I was just, you know, sometimes love fades out eventually. But I would always deny it. But then last year I was just getting so tempted. Met a lot of new people, my coworkers, some friends, and probably had a crush on a few, I admit. So, you know, just one day, I was being a little dickhead and she called it quits, and here I am, drawing on my fucking little sketchbook in a fucking wash. Those 2 kids from afar that I'm gonna beat the shit out of.
What are you drawing?
Just my shoe. I don't know. I didn't know what to fucking draw, so I was like, alright, fuck it. I'm gonna just draw my shoe.
Draw your shoe, man.
Draw my little shoe. You know, I don't need her anymore. I don't need her to tell me that I'm important and I matter to this world. I don't need her to fucking give me a good night text or give me a good morning text, you know. I realize I do have some value in myself. I do matter. I've literally seen how I matter because, you know, I help people, I talk to people, or even just fucking existing, you know. Like, I'm doing me. I'm just out here, I have goals. I want to go to college. Think about suicide. I want to save up for a new car. I want to move out and get my own apartment and, you know, just go to UNLV, study graphic design, or just start doing a little filmmaking because I'm into that too. You know, just overall, I realized I don't need her. In general, I just don't need relationships to keep me intact. Like, I'll still be striving without one. Without a girl, you know, and that's when I just realized, you know what, I'll just let love come to me. I'm tired of chasing love. You know, I don't want to wake up every morning and expect somebody new to come into my life and be like, hey, you wanna date, you wanna make out, you wanna have sex? I'm not expecting that anymore. You know, it all changed one night. You had to fight at first, but then, you know, I had some friends talk to me. And they gave me a bro chat. They were like, look, man, do you love her? And I said, yeah. And they said, she told you to just let her go, right? And I was like, yeah. And they said, well, if you love her, then, you know, I think the best thing to do is just let her go, if that's what she wants. So, you know, it was tough, but I did. I let go of that hope. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get back with her. She's gonna get fucked hard in the bed by somebody else. She's gonna go out, get drunk, get high. You know, probably get pregnant before college even starts, but hey, it's okay. That's when I started focusing on myself. So I spent, all of March, all of February, and then up until now, I've just been focusing on myself and rekindled some old friendships and made some new ones that I'm literally cherishing right now. You know, I just got a positive look on life, you know? Like, I go to sleep every day and I'm just like, God damn, dude. Like, I'm happy, you know? Like, I'm not saying my life is perfect, but it's like I'm just happy where I'm at right now.
Hey, I'm fucking Ryan. You know me. Oh, dude, yeah. My bad, bro. I'm a little loopy right now. I'm tired. I got 3 hours of sleep last night. Still don't have a big titty goth girlfriend to massage my feet. Yeah, dude.
Why are your feet out, bro?
Because my feet fucking hurt, dude. So I can't. Yo, who trying to smell the inside of this, bro? You wanna smell this 10.5-hour shift?
I am.
You trying to smell that, bro? Man, women are great, but they're too complicated. And at this point, I don't know if the risk outweighs the fucking reward, bro. There's no way that the WAP can be that good to simp for months on end.
You're telling me.
Why, like, what happened to you, bro? Like, why did you and that one chick Xenia break up? What's the story behind
She
all
wouldn't
that?
fuck me.
She wouldn't fuck you, so you fucking broke up with her?
Yeah, I thought she was boring. You know, she wasn't interesting enough, so I broke up with her, and then I talked to a bunch of other chicks, and then it was. I had like an emotional attachment to her, but I needed something else at the moment, and I couldn't get that, so I threw her away, bro. I threw her in the dumpster.
Do you miss her?
I miss the concept of her.
That's how it always is, bro.
But there were bads too, and there were goods and bads. For every good moment we had, there was always a bad one. It was like once a week there was always something to like get me upset over, but then the next day everything would be good, and then it was just a cycle. So I got bored of that. And I was like, get out of here. I don't need you anymore. You're garbage to me. You gotta keep it 100 with these people, you know?
Right.
I may be a little sad, I may be a little mopey. That's just because I'm in the in-between phase.
How far are you from the other side?
Oh, I'm far. We're keeping it real, bro.
So you're not there yet?
No, I'm there, man. I meet a new girl tomorrow and then I marry her, bro.
Really? You know what? I'd love to see that.
Another nightmare. I can't get her out of my head. Why did I have to let her go? Did I change? It had to have been me. It's not fair. Why does she get to be in a new relationship while I sit here in pain? I want to crush her with a boulder. I want to tie her up in a saw trap. I hate her so much. I wish she would call me. I can't stop dreaming about her. I want her to leave my head. Get out of my fucking head, please.
You know, I think we should normalize dancing fucking nuts when you're home alone. When I'm home alone, I'm just like, shit is so good. Who needs a workout when you're just fucking going around doing this shit?
His light shine the brightest in the dark. Single mothers know they got my heart. And all my brothers locked up on the yard. You can still be anything you wanna be. Went from 1 to 4 to 1 to 3. 13th Amendment got it ended, that's on me. Such a dumb one.
So it was actually pretty recent, it was last month, and I regret that week so bad because I would talk to my mom all the time being like, you know, every time my period comes by, it doesn't even hurt, like it feels like it's not even there. I'm so lucky, like fuck everyone else. And then like time just came by, I was like, you know what? Fuck you. You're gonna have to deal with this now. And it was not only like the heaviest flow, it was the most painful. Like I was getting cramps all here, shooting through my back. I was getting in my feet, up into my head.
You had period cramps in your feet?
Oh yeah, you
That's
can
a
get
thing?
cramps in your vagina, and that fucking
Well, see, that one
hurts.
makes more sense, but
Like
foot
you
periods.
get cramps in like the most weirdest spots, and it fucking sucks. It sucks because then you feel gross. You're in so much pain. You don't want to go out. And when this shit hit me, it was hurting so bad. When I tried to get up to get a heating pad to like try to calm it down, I fell to the floor because that shit just like shot inside of me like I got hit with lightning. And I dropped to the floor just like, nope, fuck this. And you know it hurts when you go silent. When you go silent, it hurts. And I just like, I felt the tears like rolling down like, this is it. This is what my life has come to. I'm paralyzed. I can't move. And sometimes like it can be tolerable because like it'll come by like really bad for a few minutes and then go away. But when that was happening, it wouldn't go away. It wouldn't go away. And it lasted like an hour. I had to crawl back onto my bed and just lay there. I'm like, to the point where like I'm weeping like a child. Like a fucking child. Like if anyone heard me, I think I'd kill myself because it was so embarrassing. But it's like, that shit is so painful, and I know people like make jokes about that shit all the time, and like I feel like sometimes it's like underestimated because there are some people who go through so much fucking pain. Like you think that sounds painful? My mom, she sometimes has to go to the hospital because it's like she can't tolerate it.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, like she gets like these things in her ovaries, so like, fuck. not too educated on this, but it's just like she gets like that type of pain where like it starts pulsating. She has to go in there and she's like in the hospital for a few days and they have to like give her medication. Like it's that bad. And I feel bad because like sometimes when she goes there, they say to her like, oh, there's nothing we can do for you. That's just like so shitty to think about. Cause like imagine you like got kicked in the balls. No, not kicked. You got shot in the balls. You like, and no one can help you. No paramedics coming. No fucking doctors nearby. Everyone's just standing there like, oh, that sucks. Look at you, fucking idiot. It hurts. You can't do nothing about it, and you want to cry. It's the worst feeling ever.
Periods, dude. Shout out to women.
Shout out to, literally.
I hate school. I have no friends. And there's always so much homework. The teachers don't care about me. I wear black hoodies to hide my cuts. I sit in the back of the class. You don't know my name. I stopped going to school last week because I started feeling dangerous. I may be depressed, but I'm not a maniac. I just wish more people would notice me.
At the end of senior year, kind of when quarantine started, I got into another relationship, and it was like my second like most serious one. And the things I liked about this guy was I felt like he had like a hard past behind him, just like me. Like he'd been through stuff, and he had what I had. Like he had good intuition, and he could empathize. I could tell he was like a deep thinker, a deep feeler, all that stuff, and that's what I saw in him. Aside from that, he also did music, so we had that in common. But it was a relationship that I didn't expect, to be honest, but I had always liked him for a while. So it was nice. It was a nice relationship, to be honest, during the good times. But it was one of the most hard relationships I've ever, oh my God.
It's okay, man. You okay? Oh shit. Why are you smiling? If you need to frown, it's fine.
Fuck, are you gonna post that?
I think it'll look better if I do.
Okay.
Do you need a hug, dude?
Yeah.
You alright? Fuck, man. It's alright. Like, life gets better.
I don't even know why I'm crying.
It's pretty recent, you know. Holy shit, dog. It's gonna work out, alright?
Yeah.
Shit's rough now, but it gets better.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I don't want it to be running though.
No, it's not.
Okay. Fuck.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright.
Like, it's just like I don't really talk about this stuff in person.
No, I get it, man.
Because like I feel healed and everything. It's just like, because honestly, like I feel okay. Like if I think about it, it's just like talking about it, especially to you, since like I haven't seen you in a while. It's like a big exposure for me. Like it's vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, it's going.
Mm-hmm. It's been going this whole time.
But it was a good relationship, but it was like hard at the same time because he just had a lot of stuff going on. Like his mood would change like every like week or something. Like we would have our good days and bad days, and it started getting better at the end, but then suddenly he called it off, and it was like I expected it because honestly we'd still had like a lot of things going on. And the last day that we ever talked, we got into an argument, and it was one of the scariest days of my life. I thought he killed himself, and we were looking for him for like hours. He wouldn't answer the phone or anything, and it was like the scariest thing of my life because we were all sure that he passed away or whatever. But luckily his brother found him, and I ended up getting blocked anyways, even though I literally didn't do anything, technically. But it's been 2 weeks, and I've been healing from that, but I'm doing better, and I've learned from it, and I know what to look for in my next relationship, which I feel like it won't be for a while, but yeah, I've gone through a lot of stuff, but I feel like everything teaches you a lesson. And yeah, that's it.
You're doing good?
Yeah, I finished. That's good, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna start right here, bro. Let me see it.
This is it.
That's real.
That's real. That's real.
What did you use for that?
Okay, I didn't do it, but we used tattoo ink and a tattooing gun. But the reason it's fucked up is because I had an outline and everything, and I put the outline on my skin. So, you know, that's like idiot proof, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the person who was doing my tattoos was a fucking alcoholic named Bob. And I mean, he let me tattoo him, but I should have never let him do my fucking sixes, because I put it down and the first try he fucked up, but it was white ink, so it didn't matter. And then we tried to redo it in red ink, and let me tell you, halfway through him doing it, I was just crying. I was like, Bob, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. You'll never tattoo me again. But then he did. So these are faded, but it says manifest.
Oh shit, hold up.
I want to get them redid. Like the next time I get a hold of tattoo equipment, I'm redoing those right away. I got hella finger tats. I mean, I have this, it's fucked up. But it says Bash for my friend Sebastian, because I love that bitch. And then I have the Ankh.
Oh shit.
Yo. Okay. Okay. It's another one. I had my friend Tracy
that's
do
new,
this.
Isn't it? I don't think I've seen that one.
Nah, this one, it was still around the same time. Like I just binge tatted myself and others like around me when I had the equipment, because it was quarantine. I was stressing. Fuck everything, you know? Okay, so here are these. I don't know how to like, says Die Happy and Self-Care, because love the song, but also self-care, take care of yourself. And if I die,
You're a Mac fan, bro?
I love Mac Miller.
He got me into that shit. I
fucking love
it.
Mac Miller. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if I can like this shit. Okay.
Oh, dude, the classic.
Did it. Okay, this.
Dude, that looks.
Is my favorite.
It's good, bro, but it looks like that was done with like a knife.
I know.
I'm dead ass. Like it looks unhealthy, but like in a cool way.
So it all started in February 2020. Basically, I was planning a trip to go to Colorado for a month, for May, to see my best friend Lily and watch this concert. Anyway, like they got me the tickets and everything. I was just waiting. Basically, it was a matter of months. But in February, basically, my parental figure did not pay for the rent. So then when I was doing schoolwork, the cops came to my door and they were like, hey, you need to get all your stuff. You had a 1-day notice, so now you have to get out. And I was like, fucking bet, bro. This is my door out. Finally, I'm done with this bullshit. So I grabbed 2 bags, filled them up with everything. I'm not everything I had, but just what was important at that moment. And I dipped. I did like gravy in the motherfucking kitchen, bro. I was gone. So then my friend picked me up and we smoked weed because I was fucking stressed as hell. And they offered me to stay there, but their house was kind of full and their mother was like a raging alcoholic, and yeah, I wasn't gonna deal with that. But I did help her set up a garden. Then I ended up moving in with my bestie, Joseph, and this bitch was trying to move to Ohio. I'm like, why are you trying to move? I live here now. Excuse me? The fuck? And then May came around, and guess what? Corona motherfucking virus, bitch. Corona motherfucking virus. Ruined all my plans. I didn't go to Colorado. Did not see the concert. Fuck that bitch. Like, no. So I lived there for a while. I had to get my birth certificate, my social security card, all on my own, with no documents at all. Like, I just had my student ID. So that was fun. My friend moved to Ohio, and even though it was Corona and I was told to stay in the house, I snuck out a bunch, even though it wasn't even my own house. So their family put up cameras, caught me, and then they were like, you gotta go because you probably have Corona, even though I only snuck out to see one person, which was my man's, bruh. And so then I ended up moving in with my man's and his family, which was not the move. I fucking hate his family. His mother was a witch, right? I do not trust.
Like a genuine one, right?
I do not trust witches, bruh. I only trust myself. If I meet a bitch and she tells me she's a witch, fuck that bitch. She's gone.
That's a quote.
Literally.
I don't trust these witches, I only trust myself.
Exactly.
That's a bar.
Exactly. Like, fuck them witches, fuck them bitches. I'm the only one I trust. So anyway, she was also a raging alcoholic. And this bitch would come home and he would be at work. And you know who had to deal with her drunk ass? I did. You want to know what she did? She was like, okay, let's do a magic spell. And I would like not try to do it because I don't want to like do a spell with a drunk ass bitch that doesn't even know what she's talking about. And anytime I said anything, she would be like, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm right. You're wrong. And so basically it was just like me being talked down on constantly. But then she would cry if I left. And then she'd try to fight with me. And then after trying to fight with me, she would try to make out with me, bro. His mother would deadass try to make out with me. I'm not even fucking kidding. And then I would literally be traumatized. Then he'd come home and I'd be like, hey, so your mom gave a sword a blowjob again. And she tried to make me kiss her. So, you know, that wasn't fun. Also, she was married to this fat fuck named Chris. And Chris would just sit on his ass and cough all day. And when he went to work, his job was literally to sit on his ass and tell people to put on a mask. That was it. So he would come home all grumpy, and anytime he saw me, he would be like, why are they so loud? Why is it talking so loud? Like, he did not talk to me. He would talk to those around me and address me as an object. Bruh. Okay, sorry. Hate Chris. Hate Chris. So, finally, I got all my shit together except for my ID. And I got a motherfucking job up in this bitch. I started working at a warehouse and I said, fuck this shit, I'm out. And so me and my mans finally left his parents' house because fuck them bitches. Seriously. So we get out here in the ghetto. We living in the ghetto. But you know, I don't even care because this is my motherfucking home. And then I switched to a different warehouse job for a while. And then I injured my back. So they dropped me. Now I'm unemployed. And I just did my taxes. And I swear that was the most difficult thing on earth. Like, why is it I went to school for years and they never taught me how to do taxes, bro? Like, taxes. That is like
the one thing they should actually teach in a fucking school.
Exactly. I'm like, okay, y'all did not tell me that I needed credit to get a fucking apartment. I don't even know how to build on a credit score. You have to apply to get a credit card. I can't even get a credit card because I don't have credit. Bruh, it's some dumbass shit. All I have to say is the system is fucked. So, fuck the system if you can. Or use it as best as possible. I'm trying to get Medicare right now. And food stamps, period. I don't know.
You want to end it there?
Alright. So let me paint the picture for you. So it's Colorado. The year is 2005. No, 2007. So I get home from school and my mom and her boyfriend at the time are sitting on the couch. So, me being in maybe first grade, I go up to my room, throw all my stuff on the couch, and put on the TV. I had a small little Lightning McQueen TV. It was nothing special. And I put on whatever CD I had. I think it was like Casper, you know, the old animated series. And I'm watching it, and I'm watching it in my closet because I'm trying to isolate myself from the thing that's going on outside. You know, an altercation, an argument, you know, day in, day out. It's always the same. So I end up getting to my breaking point, and I go outside and I yell at my mom's boyfriend. About 5 minutes later, after they get done arguing, he comes up into my closet and he grabs me by the throat, and he just holds me up and he tells me basically just to fuck off. And after that, drops me, verbally abuses me some more, goes back to my mom. Next day, there's a hole in the wall. And for some reason, it took my mom way too long, let's say. Way too long to just drop him and be done. And by the time that my dad came back, and he basically, the way that I viewed it back then was that he saved me, that he saved my mom. But, you know, you learn down the line after they got back together. Now we moved here in Vegas, and they divorced again. It's like it wasn't even worth it. So when that happens, I'm in 5th grade, and I reach another breaking point. I'm addled by nightmares of, you know, my previous abuse, and there's just a part of me that wants to end it all. And by the time that I reach this point, and I sneak out of the house, and I'm doing, you know, things that I probably shouldn't be doing at that age, and I keep thinking over and over again, it might just be simpler to end it all, to just be done, so I don't have to deal with it, so I can stop tackling this, so I can stop feeling all the emotions that I'm feeling. But then, somehow it just stopped. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was that I broke, but for a long time, I just didn't feel anything. And then middle school hits, and I kind of start getting back into the swing of things, and I'm feeling better, and feeling like I'm not losing my mind. And I meet this girl, and things go right, and then shit just hits the fan again. And it's the same old thing. Parents are arguing about one thing, I'm getting roped into the middle of it, and I'm stuck trying to please two sides that are so opposing that it's polarizing. And in the end, I just ended up closing myself off. And I just felt like there was nothing that I could do. So, more time passes. I mature, I suppose, and I decided to just sweep it all under the rug. The way that I decided to deal with it, I just want to be a better person. I'm sick and tired of all the shit that I hear, having to fight for one idealism or another. I just want to be who I want to be. I don't want to have everybody else caving in on me and telling me what I should be, what I should do. And in the end, that's all I'm striving for. All I want to do is figure out who I am, build my own ideologies. And that's it.
Real shit, man.
I'll tell you in another life when we are both cats.
I've never been the happy kid, if that's a thing. I don't know. Like all throughout elementary school, I had no friends, literally none. And the ones I did have dropped me real soon. That was really fun. But I was like, oh no, this is fine. I'm totally living. I don't know what depression is because I'm 12. But then middle school came around and I was like, oh fuck, 8th grade. 8th grade and freshman year was probably the worst years of my life for multiple reasons. For one, that was the first year I tried to commit suicide. So that made a pretty big impact on my life. But that was probably February 2018. I don't know, whenever my freshman year was. But yeah, freshman year kind of sucked ass. And after that, I got moved to California. My mom moved me to live with my dad. And my dad, he's not a good person. I'll leave it at that because I don't want people to know the intimate details. But basically, I lived with my dad for a few months, and I was completely numb to everything. Like, I felt nothing. I guess I should say, when I tried to kill myself, I had to overdose both times, but that's the first time. But when I was in California, my dad hid my pills away from me for obvious reasons. But then I had thoughts very often about just like going for it and overdosing again, trying to at least. But I kind of figured out that I didn't really want to die. I just wanted, I wanted to be okay, and that was my only way to get attention for that. And this is probably one of the saddest parts, but I didn't try to overdose in California because I knew my dad probably wouldn't take me to the hospital. He would just let me ride it out at home. So I was like, I don't actually want to leave the earth. So I was like, okay. But eventually, I moved back to Seattle. That's where I'm from. But yeah, I guess a lot of people have a story about depression that kind of affects them. Well, most people do, at least. But I don't really know if most people are open to talking about it. Yeah, I mean, I have this lyric tattooed on my arm, "Alive in spite of me," right? Underneath my self-harm scars. Yeah. It kind of just reminds me.
Oh, bro, you gotta. They're motion sensors, yeah.
So it reminds me that despite my best efforts, I am still here. So I guess that's pretty rad. I don't know.
I have 5 siblings, so I tend to be forgotten by my family. Little by little, I begin to disappear, to see if my family would notice. I stopped going to dinners and showing up for game nights. I removed an object from my room every day, and no one said anything when the room was completely empty. The only time someone spoke up was when my youngest brother, age 4, complained about having to dry my blood off the carpets.
I have nothing to do today. I don't know what to do. So I'm just walking around the house in my underwear. I wonder what Ryan is up to. I think I'll call Ryan. Oh, Ryan. Oh, shit. Wait, what? Oh, fuck. Hey, I'm filming. Is that okay?
Yeah, whatever, man. You know that park, the one where I got that chick's number who cracked her head open?
Yeah. What about it?
Alright, meet me there tonight. 9 p.m., okay?
Okay.
I'll see you there, okay?
Okay, I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? You good?
We need to talk, man. I'll see you tonight.
Alright, I'll see you later. Oh. No shit! Oh, fuck.
Alright, I'm here to talk with Ryan because somebody told Charlie. Yo, big guy.
What the fuck do you want?
Did you tell Charlie?
Yes.
I told you I trusted you with that fucking shit, man.
What the fuck did you expect me to do? I had to tell him.
Why? I told you I was gonna tell him
Because this is his fucking kid. Don't even fucking talk to me, dude. You never do some shit like that. Ever.
It was a fucking accident, dude.
How?
I told you I was really screwed up that night. I wouldn't do that shit again.
Well, dude, you better fucking not do it again, because now this motherfucker's got a kid. And we're all too fucking young to even comprehend how crazy that is, dude. We're gonna be fucking adults, bro. And that kid is gonna be there. And this is your fucking problem, dude. All you do is fuck shit up. This is all you do in your life. You fucking use me for rides. You have no fucking friends. I'm barely your friend, dude. The only reason why I'm here is because I try to fucking be here for you. But this is the last fucking straw, dude. Like, telling him how you fucking basically created his kid really just set that, like, I can't even fucking talk. I'm at a loss for fucking words. You're such a fucking dumbass, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends. I have no one now. Fuck, who's gonna film the rest of it?
A few years ago, I was walking to CVS to get my dad some ice cream, and this girl in like a car, she pulled up and she was like, "Do you know directions to the mall?" The mall's like right there, so I was like, let's just turn or whatever. And then I kept walking and she pulled up next to me again, and she was like, "I'm lost, can you like, you know, follow me into this parking lot or whatever." And she was like, gotta be like 40s or something, so I didn't think that she would do anything. So I followed her into the parking lot, and then I like went next to her. She rolled her window down and she like flashed her tits, and I was like, you know, I'm just
This is a
going to
bad story?
CVS to get some ice cream. And she was like, "How do these look?" And I remember so vividly like trying to just avoid and just make eye contact, and she's like, "I have something in my passenger seat, can you grab it or something?" And I don't know why I even walked to her passenger seat side, but I did, and she pulled me in a little bit and like went in my pants and stuff and like tried to do something, and then that's when I like backed away, and this guy came out of the back seat. He tried to like just like grab me, and he had to be in his 60s, and he like came out of the back seat and tried to just, yeah. And then I ran across the street, and this part, I don't know why this sticks with me so well, but like cars were just going by like at like 45, and I was just crossing with no thought about getting run over, and like the moment I started crossing, it was a red light. So I feel like that was like perfect timing, and I don't know why that just stuck with me. And I went into CVS and bought ice cream and walked back home, and from then, and yeah, that's it.
Charlie told me to meet him like here, so I'm hoping that like he would want to talk it out or whatever. Me and Colin are just like waiting now, but yeah, he should be here like any fucking minute. So oh shit.
Oh, I slipped. Really fucking.
Why don't you just talk for a second?
I would have done more if you were actually the cause of it.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? It's my fault you have a fucking kid.
Stepped in your throat. Man, of course you told me, man. But what? You think that's the cause of all this? What? You think that's what all? Dude, I keep stepping in your fucking throat, man. Fuck. You've been a fucking dick ever since you and Xenia broke up. Since she fucking cheated on you. Is that the first time you thought about it? How long has it been? How long has it been, honestly?
It's been like 9 months.
9 months. It's been 9 months of your bullshit! Do you think she even remembers you? Do you think she remembers you? Huh? You think she remembers your middle name? Huh? She thinks you remember all those things you told her about when you were little? The backpack in Canada? Going to the beach?
I don't know.
What happened, man? You need to...
I'm sorry.
You need to fucking... You need to accept it, man.
I know. I know. I'm sorry that this is what happened. I wasn't thinking when I stabbed those fucking condoms. It was just a tough choice for me because I was really sad at the time. I loved her so much. I did everything I could for her. I'm a new boyfriend the next fucking day, but I should have done that to you. I'm sorry. You didn't deserve that shit. You're my closest friend, Charlie. I love her, Anna. I'm so sorry I did that. I lost all my fucking friends. I was such a dick. I made this stupid fucking movie. I just wanted people to like me. Now everything hurts. I wake up every morning and I just cry. I feel so alone. Push everyone and everything away. Did it at least look cool?
Yeah.
This fucking sucks. Word of advice. Never fuck your friend over. Fuck, it's in my eye.
that was heard the entire time, but it's okay.
Hi, I'm Steph, and 4 months ago I came out as a lesbian. I know you're probably thinking, 4 months? Yeah. Apparently, I was stuck in the closet, but the closet had a glass door because just about everyone knew except for me. For about a year, I dated a man, Israel, who I still love so much, but I realized about 9 months in that I can't date men. I like them, they're cool, I enjoy their presence, I just really can't date them. And it took me 20 years to realize that. It was really scary because I didn't want to hurt him by telling him the truth. I didn't want him to think that I didn't still love him and that I didn't still care about him. I didn't want him to think that I was lying or that this was some easy way out. There were so many thoughts that went through my head for so long, but I knew that the longer I stayed in the relationship, the more ending it would hurt. Luckily though, I told him, and although it was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, he didn't really care. We both took some time to grieve and mourn our relationship, which was probably the happiest one that either of us had been in. But ultimately, he's treated me the same, and to my knowledge, still loves and cares about me too. I got really fucking lucky with him. It could have gone so much worse, and I know that there are people out there that struggle with so much worse. So, I guess the moral of this story is to treat your queer friends with kindness, to be patient with them, to understand what they're having to go through and what they will have to go through whilst being queer, and just love them. If you can, just love them, because that's really what keeps me going. So, thank you, Israel. Thank you for being you.
Feels like the end of the fucking movie. I got my ass whooped by my best friend. I was covered in fucking blood and ripped one of my favorite shirts, all deservedly so. I don't have Ryan anymore. My ex cheated on me. I have nothing. Colin, do you want to just go for the longest walk ever? I'm going to keep walking to the other side of the planet, and I'm not going to stop walking. We dated for a year, so see, I have a philosophy of don't be hung up longer than the length of your relationship. You know, I thought making this movie would bring me closer to my friends and stuff, but instead they're just farther away than ever. I don't know the last time I fucking talked to Jed or Abram or Dom or Andy or Josue, any of these people. I don't talk to any of them anymore. That's because they don't talk to me. Because I'm a piece of shit person. I don't deserve anything. Fucking Christ, I just want to fucking kill myself. I don't know what to do anymore. I think the movie should just end right here. Dude, where the fuck are we? This has been Teenagers, da 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 da, and then like cue the credits, and then trombones go, and the credits go, but the credits just say fuck you. So each cast member, it won't have their name next to them. It'll be like Johnny Camino, fuck you. Ryan Watson, fuck you. Charlie Blue, fuck you. And it'll be the most poetic thing ever. I think it'll be the deepest movie of all time. Holy fuck, I'm so lonely. Oh, I'm going crazy. This is what crazy looks like. Fuck. I want a car to hit me, and there's a car coming. I don't want it to hit me that bad. Maybe next car. I'll wait for the next car to come. Then I'll fucking let him hit me. Alright, car, you were let off easy. You got easy. Next car's hit. Whatever car comes by, it's gonna go boom. It'll blast me into a billion pieces. There'll be chunks of me everywhere. There's a car, you know what? I don't want this car either. This, you know, one after this. I'm not feeling this one. I have to feel the car if I want it to kill me. Promise the next one.
You say money in my mind, one and all.
All I do is push everyone away, and I pushed Ryan away, I pushed Charlie away, I pushed fucking Xenia away. I just want to walk in the room. The only reason I'm not going to is because I don't want to fucking hurt the driver. But I want to feel my body get better. Who the fuck wants to call me right now? What the fuck?
It's me. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry for everything. I hope you're going well. I miss you. So bad. My friend showed me after 10 months, and I don't know where to go, John. You were always so nice to me, even when we broke up. You never said you back to me. Yeah, Johnny. I'm so fucking sorry. I need help. I don't know what I want. Johnny, please say something. Please, I'm begging you.
It's gonna be okay, man. Don't. Thank you for calling me. I missed you. I graduated a few days later and turned 18 right after that. I completed the movie, and Xenia's call couldn't have come at a more convenient time. We met up the next day, and while I don't plan on becoming her best friend, I decided it would be best to start forgiving people. I know that she's a good person, and I want her in my life again. It's a nice feeling, especially now that I have all this weight lifted from me. I've made amends with the girl who cheated on me. I graduated with solid grades, and now I'm no longer a child. This next chapter of my life will be a big one. I've been accepted into film school at UNLV, and to make things even better, Ryan forgave me. He talked to Charlie for me and figured things out. It took a long while, but I finally had Ryan back in my life, and we plan on moving in together for the fall semester. In other news, Charlie's child was born. Richard Evans Blue was born on June 5th to two wonderful and intelligent teenage parents. Charlie sent me a photo of the kid the day he was born, and I teared up quite a bit. I knew Rich was in good hands, with parents that'll bring him up in a nice, loving household. Life has a funny way of going about itself. Things fall down, but you find a way of picking it all up. People enter and leave your life. Some will show you love, but others will hurt you. Throughout your life, you will experience magnificent events and go through traumas that will affect you for the rest of your life. Give people the same energy that they give you. Talk to people, find your comfort zone, work on yourself. Don't stab your friends' condoms, because eventually, all debts must be paid. 3 months after Rich had been born, Charlie and his girlfriend invited me over to see the baby. Charlie had chosen to forgive me, acknowledging things have changed in the past year and that I've grown since then. I can't thank him enough for letting me have this moment. I can tell Rich is gonna go on to do great things. Hell, maybe he'll even go on to make movies.
Keep the dreams burning forever. Oh, dream, baby, dream. Dream, baby, dream. Forever. Baby, dream. Dream, baby, dream. Dream, baby, dream. Dream, baby, dream. Forever. Baby, dream. Oh, baby, gotta keep them dreams burning. Keep them dreams burning forever.